nobody remembers.
That's right. 2 is not a winner and 3 nobody remembers. You gotta be number 1. This is what Nelly says with the song number 1. And Nelly himself was actually born in Texas. So today, as we kind of featured a couple of, actually quite a few musicians who are from the state of California and the state of Texas, because we have right here in the studio a musician, a Taiwanese musician who actually was born in Texas and then later on moved to California. His name is Huang Chongxu. Witness, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Joey? What's up, ICRT? What's up, all the listeners?
Yeah, you know what? I got to start off by saying this because the state of Texas now is cultivating, or has cultivated, in the last, I guess, 20-something years, 2 talented Taiwanese extraordinaire. One is you, who's now coming back to Taiwan to make some music. And, of course, the other one, Jeremy Lin.
Right,
that's right. And he recently played a game. Did quite okay. You know, not triple-double, but, you know, still pretty impressive.
Right.
But let's talk about your life, man. You were born in Houston, Texas, right?
Right, Okay, yeah, I was raised there. Been there pretty much all my life until after college. Oh, well, I went to college in Austin, which is a city close by.
Right.
And went to University of Texas. And then I tried to work at Dell Computer Corporation. But I lasted for about a week.
Yeah, you just don't seem like the type.
Yeah. And then moved out to LA and started working on demos out there.
Okay. So I'm curious, did you study in computer engineering or anything like that?
No, I was speech communications.
What made you want to work at Dell then?
Kind of because, well, I was working there like during like summer break anyway, like just, you know, doing like odd jobs,
like
you know.
As a temp.
Yeah, as a temp, right. And then they hired me to go full time into their like leasing department or something.
Right.
And then I didn't even make it through training.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. Otherwise, we wouldn't be hearing music coming from you. So this is a brand new album.
Right.
And it has actually a pretty interesting title. And in Chinese, it's called 反正就是.
Right.
So when I heard that, I was thinking, is it because you take it from Taiwanese, like 就是呀呢? But then I realized your English title is called Rebel to the Right.
Right.
So what does that exactly mean?
Rebel to the Right? Well, it's mainly because like we were talking earlier, a lot of the hip hop here, they just kind of see it as, oh, you're supposed to like模仿black people. You're supposed to just copy black people
and their lifestyle and whatnot.
Right. When, you know, coming from the States, you know, I know like hip hop is a lot bigger than that, you know. And so when they're, you know, copying black people, they think, oh, hip hop is just about, you know, partying, girls, you know, drinking, you know, drugs,
that's
whatever.
That's what they sing about as well.
Right. Well, and people in Taiwan see like people who do hip hop as kind of like rebels to society, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that kind of lifestyle I've lived, you know, to the fullest, you know, for many years.
I heard.
And so I've kind of turned away from that kind of lifestyle. So in a way, I'm like, within the hip-hop community, a rebel, you know, kind of like a rebel among the rebels.
Yeah. Which so is kind of revert to the goods, sort of.
Right.
And you reflect upon your life as well.
Right. And, you know, I'm just hoping to let people in Taiwan know that, you know, hip-hop is not just limited to this, you know. I mean, it definitely is a part of hip-hop, but that's not hip-hop, you know, only, you know. So
I once saw a shirt that says, what is it? It says, rap minus the gimmicks is hip-hop. That's basically what I think
nice.
it really takes. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to this a track from this new album, Rebel to the Right, and in it is a song called Welcome Back. I suppose this kind of explores your ideas of coming back from that lifestyle into a more philosophical approach into your songs.
Right, a little bit. Like, to tell you the truth, my verse, I think, wasn't as strong as like Hot Dogs and Jay-Woo's, you know?
Right.
Like, when I heard their verses, because I didn't tell them what to write ahead of time, you know? And then when we got in the studio and I was listening to them record, I was just like, damn, you know, they really understand me. They really support me, you know? Because they were like kind of going into like, you know, my issues in the past and everything. I was just kind of saying, I'm back, you know? But they're like really dropping in there.
Details about that.
Yeah, and so I was just like, wow, you know?
All right, let's listen to this one, and then we'll talk about what Witness really means when he's come up with this new album and what he's trying to talk about. Welcome back right here on ICRT FM 100 from Witness, Huang Chongxu.
Yeah, 这是 Johnny G、J-Wood、MC 哈豆、黄崇旭终于回来了。You're with Witness Main， 我回来了 Main， 与生俱来，孤岛热肠 Main，Dirty South Main，H Town Main， 谁说我不行了 ？Witness 黄崇旭回来了 ，Still rhyming，Still grinding，and now I'm shining。Can't nobody take my pride，Can't nobody hold me down。Oh no, you like it now?
Right on ICRT FM 100, that's Welcome Back, a track from Huang Chongxu Witness' new album. This is called Rebel to the Right. Hope you liked it. And you know what, Witness? I gotta be honest. When I first listened to this song, 我没有听到最后面. So I realized you actually took a line from Mace and Diddy's Welcome Back.
Right.
And put it in here, right?
Right. Actually, that was the original song is from I think like the 80s or something. You know that chorus. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll just throw it in there.
Nice. Hey, you know what? I realized you probably listen to a great diversity of music because in a little bit we're gonna feature a track that actually has a little reggae influence.
Right. Okay.
To it. But first, before we get into that, we talked about how Witness was born in Houston, Texas, and he moved to LA. You came back to Taiwan about 10, 11, 12 years ago.
About then, yeah.
And did you know Hot Dog back then? Because you have this track is working with him.
Right. When did I meet Hot Dog? Man, I met him even earlier than that because I came back in like I think 2000 first just to throw some demos out there.
Yeah.
And then at the time there was Moyen Magic Stone,
right,
the record company, and then they wanted us to meet. So they introduced Jay Woo, the producer, Hot Dog, and Dwaki, and so we just started hanging out from that point on.
So you guys have been boys for like 10 years, a decade.
Yeah,
right?
and me and Hot Dog have been part of the same company up until about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
When Hot Dog went somewhere. You know what? Actually, if you think that this whole magical meeting with Hot Dog and Dwaki is the highlight of his life, you'd be surprised because I just asked him about his partying lifestyle. That's what he was talking about before. He says he want to come back from all of that. He's been through all of it. He's got the attitude. He knows what rap is about, but you don't have to live the life to be able to rap or to do hip hop. And so he says the most extraordinary, or probably one of the most extraordinary musicians that he's met during his heyday of partying is Slash.
Right.
You met Slash from Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Okay, well, like I was in rehab, in LA.
Yeah, let's be out with it. Yeah.
And the director of that rehab, he works with a lot of musicians. Like he worked with Ozzy Osbourne, Slash, obviously.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was like, I asked him, do you know anyone in the music industry that maybe could help me out, give me some advice or whatever? Because unless you're in the industry, there's just some things that not everyone's gonna understand. So I wanted like somebody who knew about the music industry and knew about addiction. And I thought he was gonna suggest like maybe someone, a road crew member or something,
yeah.
And then he was like, he thought about it. He was like, how about Slash?
How about Slash?
Yeah. I was like, sure.
That Slash.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the next day Slash called me. So yeah.
Oh, he called you?
Yeah, he called me, and then we just talked a little bit, and then he was like, yeah, sure, man. I'll take you under. Pretty much he was saying, I'll take you under my wing, and then just call me anytime, and yeah.
And you guys are still you still connect now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, what's he like in person?
He's totally cool. He's like the most humble, most like sincere dude you'll ever meet. I mean, it's a trip too because I read his book before I went into rehab,
right?
And at the time I was thinking, wow, if Slash can do it, I can do it. And then I was thinking, wow, this dude was crazy,
Yeah.
And then when you talk to him now that he's clean, it's just like, wow, just like 180, So
now that we can actually keep up with him a little bit because before his lifestyle was just all over the place,
they were
right?
Crazy, man. Guns N' Roses, yeah.
Oh man, like rockers were all over the place back in that age, anyways.
Right.
So, what did you learn from Slash? Just a couple of things, like maybe the most important idea or concept that he has taught you that you think you can work into your music now and you do use now.
Right. Actually, it was the second time I was in rehab.
Okay. Again, Slash was in there with you.
Well, he wasn't in there with me. I mean, I called him.
Okay.
And then he was like, I was like feeling all down. I was like, I can't believe I'm in rehab again. And all this stuff. And then I was like, man, why do I still struggle with this damn thing? I'm sorry, can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he was like, it's so simple, right? But it just hit me for some reason. He was like, Jeremy. Jeremy's actually my real name. Yeah.
Jeremy. So we have two Jeremy in Texas now. Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's the name my mama gave me. It's like my legal name, But so he was like,
wait. Let me just cut you off and say, if you want your kid to grow up to be something big, name him Jeremy. And put him in Texas. All right. Okay, go on with it.
Yeah. So he was like, Jeremy, you just need to know what you want, and you just gotta go for it and not let anything distract you,
including being in rehab.
Right. Yeah, and like the stuff that puts you in rehab, or like it could be sometimes girls, relationships,
Right.
you know, sex, whatever, you know.
Right.
But he was just like, you just gotta like have that focus, you know, and then that in turn will also help you with your issues with like drinking and everything,
True.
you know.
True.
And so it sounds so simple, and the word he didn't, you know, use any like, you know, fancy words or anything, but it just hit me for some reason.
Right.
And because at the time I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do music again, you know. I mean, you know, especially in this industry, you don't get that many chances.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And so that kind of really just kind of inspired me just to keep going.
Okay.
You know. So yeah.
Yeah, it's simple, but it's the truth, you know. And in
Right.
fact, I think this has somehow affected your lyrics and the way you compose, because we kind of consider your lyrics now to be a bit more philosophical.
Okay.
I think that's what you explore as well. Let's take a short break, and when we come back, let's talk about actually that exact concept. Don't let anything kind of divert you from where you're going. You have a song where you feature a Bob Marley sample.
Right.
We'll listen to that after this short break. Right here, we have Witness 黄崇旭 on ICRT FM 100.
不能了解，这是我的瘾头，我无法入睡一整夜。Baby, it's you, and I can't get enough. It's you, girl, I can't get enough. It's you, can't get enough of your love. 我没办法控制，心的瘾头就是你，就是你，就是你 ，baby。
他只会伤害你，不理你，疏忽你。
就是你，就是你 ，baby，我没办法控制，心的瘾头就是你，就是你，就是你 ，baby，
他只会伤害你，不理你，疏忽你。
就是你，就是你 ，baby，
我就是你心目中的那个蝗虫系。
It's you.
AICRT FM 100 right here. We got Witness Wang Zhongshu onto the program. And, you know, we're just kind of covering about a little bit about the inspiration that he has from music, some of the artists that he listens to and people that he know. But in terms of favorite rappers or hip-hop singers, who are your top of the list?
Definitely Eminem.
Yeah.
Tupac. Nas.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Nas always puts like a mellow spin
Right.
on everything that you hear. You know?
Right,
And he did a song, an acoustic song of Tupac's, what is it? Man, we're both like stuck
man,
here. But it's singing about like ghetto or
right.
whatever.
Oh man, yeah, I know exactly.
There's
what
probably
song...
listeners out there like it is that.
Yeah, I know.
But anyways, we heard from this track, you know, because before it was more about like hyped up. Well, Welcome Back itself in the title, it's a song that, you know, hypes you up a little bit. But right here we hear actually a little bit of electronic style and actually a little bit of ballad,
R&B,
like
yeah.
R&B ballad. Yeah.
Right.
So what kind of music do you really want to make? Is it this that we just listened to? This song actually personified like a lot of the ideas that come from me?
Well, you know, I don't really like discriminate, you know, like whatever I think, you know, sounds good, you know, then I'll go with it, you know, like the next album, who knows, it might go in a whole nother direction.
Right.
Maybe I'll go electro, you know, but the most important thing is like always probably be rapping because I don't sing very well, you know. So, and we, you know, but all my songs, most of them need to have like a good melody, you know?
Yeah.
Because I grew up on melody because I listened to my sister play her music, you know, back in the day.
Yeah.
And I got really into it. And I'm really happy I have that kind of influence, you know? So like, you know, you could have the verses where it's all rapping, you know, and then the chorus can be melody. And it's got to be like a nice melody, you know?
That's interesting because we started out by playing a Nelly song. And then, you know, like he was actually the first. He's the forerunner of that to put melody into rapping.
Right.
And he wasn't that good of a singer either.
Right, he wasn't, but you know
he got better.
Yeah,
and he invited people to come sing for him. That's what he did right. All right, so you actually have a couple of gigs coming up in Tainan and Kaohsiung, right? So they're on the dates of
the 21st of March is Tainan, at Muse, and the 22nd is Kaohsiung, and it's at Muse.
Also at Muse.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys want to catch that, tickets already online, I'm supposing.
Yeah, I think so.
More information you can find at his Facebook. Actually, Witness has a Facebook. Just go to your Facebook and type Witness. I think that's actually the first thing that pops up, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Witness Huang.
Witness Huang.
Huang or Huang Congxu.
黄崇旭在这个3月21号跟22号会有2场表演，然后一场在台南，一场在高雄嘛，应该都是晚上开始吧？
对
，OK， 7点8点左右。
No more like 12点。
For the party folks, you have something to look forward to. All right, guys, we have just a few minutes to cover this one last song, which I really want to spend more time talking about. It's called "Everything's Gonna Be Alright."
Right.
And it samples that Bob Marley song.
Right.
That goes everything, or Three Little Birds.
Right.
So you listen to reggae as well?
A little bit, but see, like Naughty by Nature, they were the first to sample it.
Right.
You know,
right.
and then I really liked that song back in the day when I was like DJing, you know, and I was like, man, it'd be kind of cool to do like a Chinese version,
right?
And so you know, that's why we came up with this, you know, and we didn't really sample it. We just like anybody that walked in the studio, we made them go into the booth and sing that chorus.
Just get in there. And
do it.
We're
like, go.
All right, so you can actually, we were just talking about a few of other rappers or hip hop producers here in Taiwan that Witness himself knows personally. But you know, we're glad that you're bringing to the whole music industry, especially hip hop music industry, a different approach into music. You know, and we also played Tupac at the beginning of this hour, and I really think what we need is an artist that really talks about things that matter.
Right.
And I think you brought to this that to us in this album.
Thanks, man.
All right, 反正就是 Rebel to the Right. Album's already out on the shelf. If you guys want to grab it, make sure you do so. He has a Facebook, Witness Huang, or just Witness, or if you can type Chinese, Huang Chongxu.
Right.
One last thing you want to say to our listeners on ICRT?
Man, just thanks for having me, man, and just, you know, thank you for all the patience, because I know people have been wondering why it took so long for me to come out with another album. But all I can say is God is good. God bless everybody.
Yeah, and you know, it's good that you take your time with it. That means you're really putting work into them, right?
Right.
All right, he's already working on his new album, actually, and he has 3 MVs. All the songs we play for you has MV on YouTube. There's a couple more, 浪子回头, and another song.
I Will Be a Zou.
Yes, that's right. All right, guys, this last one's Everything's Gonna Be All Right, and we got Witness in the program. Thank you for visiting us.
Thanks, Joey.
All right, have a good day.
All right, peace.
Everything's gonna be